A big thank you to my supporters for making this video possible. Georgia has one of the oldest wine cultures in the world, but its history begins long before the first vines were planted. Around 1.8 million years ago, our distant ancestors made their home in the mountains of Georgia. They hunted woolly mammoths and other large animals, and they made cave paintings like these two bulls facing each other that was discovered in 2017, around 3000 BC. The Kingdom of Colchis was established by the Eastern Black Sea. Colchis was a wealthy trading kingdom known for its skilled shipbuilders who traded with Greece, Rome, and India. According to Greek mythology, it was here in Colchis that the sorceress Medea lived. She fell in love with a young Greek named Jason, but when he tried to leave her, she killed him by turning his rear end into a donkey's rear end. Yikes! In the 6th century BC, the Kingdom of Iberia was established. Iberia was a bit more inland and a bit more mountainous, but the people here also loved to trade. The king at the time, Parna was the first, even minted his own coins. But just 100 years later, the Persian Empire conquered most of the Iberian kingdom. Fortunately, Iberia was able to win its independence back in the mid-4th century BC. Meanwhile, across the sea, the kingdom of Lazica thrived. This kingdom was famous for its fierce warriors. When Alexander the Great marched through Georgia in the 4th century BC, the locals fought back so fiercely that he named the region after them. Lazica became part of his empire, but only for a short time. Soon after Alexander's death, the kingdom of Iberia took over Lazica. Over the next few centuries, the people of Georgia converted to Christianity. When the Roman Empire split in the 4th century AD, Georgia aligned itself with the Eastern Roman or Byzantine Empire. In the 6th century, the Sassanid Persians attacked Georgia, but the Georgians, as we'll call them from now on, fought them to a standstill thanks to their skill in mountain warfare. Although Georgia had proven itself a tough nut to crack, the Byzantines sold Georgia to the Arabs in the mid-7th century. But within a century, the Georgians rebelled and won their freedom back. During this time, Georgia was ruled by a series of kings and queens. One of the most notable was Queen Tamar, who reigned from 1184 to 1213. She is still considered by many to be the greatest monarch in Georgian history. Under her rule, Georgia reached its greatest territorial extent. She built magnificent churches like the Holy Trinity, Church of Gelati, and attracted many famous scholars and artists to her court. Unfortunately, her successors were not as great as Tamar, and in 1259, the Mongol army invaded and crushed the Georgian army. Much of Georgia was able to retain its independence, though, and a new kingdom called Golden Georgia was established in the 13th century. Its capital city was Kutaisi. The Mongols weren't able to defeat the Georgians in battle, but they did force Georgia into an alliance with the Ottoman Empire against each other. In the 16th century, the Ottoman Empire decided it didn't like having such a powerful Christian state on its border. So it attacked and took much of western Georgia. Meanwhile, the Persians had also attacked from the east. A civil war then broke out among the Georgian kingdoms. By the early 18th century, all three of Georgia's kingdoms had fallen to the Russians, Persians, and Ottomans. In the early 19th century, Russian control over Georgia increased, and by 1878, Georgia was fully incorporated into the Russian Empire. During World War I, the Russian army recruited soldiers from Georgia. After the Russian Revolution in 1917, the people of Georgia declared their independence. The country faced a lot of hardship during and after World War II. It suffered terrible droughts, an earthquake, and the Soviet occupation. Finally, in 1991, Georgia regained its independence. But it hasn't always been easy being a small country between two giant neighbors. In 2008, Russia recognized the independence of two of Georgia's breakaway regions, Abkhazia and South Ossetia, and in 2021, tensions flared up again when Russia offered the people of Abkhazia and South Ossetia citizenship. Despite the challenges it has faced, Georgia is a beautiful country with a lot to offer the world. From its ancient cave paintings to its delicious cuisine, Georgia is a place that everyone should visit. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, thanks for watching. Bye.